Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we got is a little case study today. We're case studying Jaguar Wright, as Jaguar demonstrates why Black women a lot of times are their own enemies. Now, see, what you got to do is you got to sit back and watch people. See, Jaguar Wright is the type of person that you got to watch yourself around her. You got to watch folk like that. You got to be careful around folks like that. What am I talking about? What is folks like that? Folks that's always got everybody else's business in their mouth, always exposing everybody else, always got some tea on what somebody else is doing. And meanwhile, the only role that they've ever played in the situation is the down role. You know, they've always just been the cool person. They've always just been the person that was out to help another person. Well, they was always the person that was the cool person. You know, they was the person that was always keeping it real, and the other people switched up. They're the ones that's exposing folks in the industry and all of their dirt, but they got dirt, but it ain't even like the other people dirt, and they dirt got an excuse to it, and it's a reason why they were doing the stuff that they were doing, but they never tell you why they was around, why they was able to see all this other dirt going on. What were you doing? Where were your antennas when all of this foolishness was happening? When they ain't never really participated in it, but they was always just kind of around it, but you know, they ain't really had their hands too far into it. And once they realized something's going on, they kind of backed up, but they know all the dirt anyway, and they know all the tea anyway, always getting on somewhere trying to talk about what somebody else is doing. So you have to watch folk like that, because they chaotic. Their whole life is chaotic. See, if she had order in her life, she wouldn't even have time to be getting on nobody's show trying to expose nobody. She certainly wouldn't have the type of drama every day that she either cooks up or is actually going through in order to tell people and get online to tell people. She should have focused on her singing career. And maybe if she had a focus on not being so masculine during her singing career, because she had a little voice on her, if she had not done that, maybe she could have gotten somewhere as a performer. And if she couldn't have got nowhere as a performer, I don't know, could she write? Did she know how to write music? Could have made her money that way. Not even have to be in front of the camera and all that type of stuff, because she didn't have a good feminine presence. She just had raw talent, but that's just my opinion personally. I had to go back to hear her sing something way back in the day, back into time. Okay, I had to go back into time. Had to get a DeLorean and go back to hear something that she had sung. Okay. Now, with that being said, the context of this video, she's going to get arrested in this video. We're not going to go all the way through it. The context of the video is that supposedly she's sitting in front of this police station. She goes into the police station. Now, there's two problems. She got two quote unquote problems. First problem is that she's got it with the police station, in particular officers, because she was getting arrested at another point in time. And she said that the arresting officer was allegedly manhandling her, mishandling her, and beating on her and assaulting her as she was being arrested. The other issue, so she's going in there to try to get information in order to file a lawsuit, which that's not how you do that, but whatever. And her second issue is that she is supposedly had gotten beaten by her husband Goomba, and she's going in to actually file a report on him. Now, how is it that you going into the same police station that you having a problem with, and you are having a problem with them and wanting to file a lawsuit against them, but you also on the other hand want them to help you with filing a report against your husband who allegedly beat you? Let's look into this foolishness real quick, because this is going to be a little bit of a case study. I want y'all to just take a look. Now, she's using language, okay? Just please be aware that we know that a Jaguar doesn't have a filter on her mouth. So if you're playing this around sensitive ears, I suggest that you be aware that she's going to be dropping a lot of profanity here. So here we go.
And in this day and age, when people need church and God more than anything, you don't need wolves in ministers' clothing. I lied to you not. They got my husband held hostage right now. This is the second time they done this after he assaulted me and beat me, which was encouraged by his mother. So I would leave her son so she could have him all back to herself. I don't know. Maybe she thinking she can find a way to bewitch him with her mother's magic so she can, I don't know, do stuff to his skin again. I don't know. But these are very sick people, and they have no business having any kind of fraudulent behavior. Right now, I'm currently at the DeSoto police station. So I'm finna walk inside. I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm waiting for my body cams to show up because I need body cams for everything. You know, people always saying that I'm lying, and don't nobody ever want to believe me when I'm telling the truth. But it's all right. You know, we all got to learn the hard way. Okay. Here we go. Off to the police station we go. See? Here we are. This is what my days are like.
This is what her days are like. This type of chaos. This type of drama. This is what your days are like. Like this is a common occurrence with you. And we can kind of figure that it is. Everybody around her, according to her, is brainwashed or is part of the industry, or is part of this and part of that. If your husband is so-called assaulting you, and it was encouraged by his mom, and all of these problematic things are going on with your so-called husband, and he's allegedly doing all of these things, then why do you want him back? Why are you there? Watch how she go into this police station, y'all. Watch how she talks. This is common. This is a common occurrence. Let's go.
I don't know why people always try to call me on my bluff. I don't bluff. Nobody ever liked playing chicken with me because, you know, I don't flinch. Hello. I'm looking for whatever commanding officer is here. I need to talk to whatever commanding officer is here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who's in charge right now? Well, can you find somebody to come talk to me, please? It's about my lawsuit. I'm suing this police department and the city. My name is Jaguar Wright Johnson, but they call me Jaguar Wright. Please tell them to hurry up. I don't got all day. I really don't. I really don't have all day. Where is Ramirez at? Y'all got all y'all officers up here. Let me show you the nigga that put his hands on me. The little Mexican shit that put his hands on me. Where is he at? Where the rest of the pictures of the officers at? I keep telling people, don't nobody get to touch me for free. Let's see if we can find Ramirez here.
All these theatrics. Let's see if we can find Ramirez. Like, where's your officers at? Like, what are you doing? You a problem. You're the problem. And all these little situations that she be coming online to talk about, notice that she's the common denominator in all this stuff. All of this stuff is happening around you, and you're not contributing to this in any way, shape, or form. You're not contributing to your own issues. You're having so many problems with everybody all around you, whether they close, whether they external people, whether they outside people, whether they family members, whether they industry partners, whether they co-workers, or whether they people that you work with, associated with, whatever the case may have been. And you're not the issue in none of these times. You're not the problem none of these times. It's always you as the victim. And this is the type of mentality that Black women carry, that they're not the issue. Everybody else is the issue. Everybody else is the problem. It's everybody else's reaction to them that's problematic, not the way that they approaching it. You do not come to a police station to file a lawsuit. That is for lawyers. Lawyers file lawsuits. What you do is you go to a law firm that handles the type of case that you want to bring. Okay? Because there are different disciplines of law. So lawyers practice criminal law. Some of them practice family law, whatever. So what you want to do, if you want to file a lawsuit against a police officer or the station or what have you, you would take that to a lawyer for a consultation to bring what your grievance is to a lawyer. Let them decide whether or not you got a strong case, a weak case, be something to be thrown out or something to pursue. Then they will let you know, according to their expertise, whether or not this is a case that can be pursued or should be pursued in a professional opinion. If you decide to go forward with a case, well, they would lead you through the procedure of filing a lawsuit properly. Because I assume that you would file that lawsuit against the city, since police officers are municipal workers. Hopefully I got that right. I've never filed a lawsuit against nobody. But that just seemed like common sense to me, that that's what you would do. If I wanted to file a lawsuit against a particular officer or what have you, I would not go to the police department where I think that officer is stationed at or whatever to complain to them. She came in being rude. She came in with rude little energy. That lady ain't did nothing to her. That lady sitting at her job, eating little peanuts because it ain't nothing going on in the police station. Here you come with your loud mouth and your video and your phone. Gonna cause a ruckus in the police station. And for what? Because this is what Black women like to do. They like to go into places and act a fool and think that it's not going to be problematic that they're acting a fool. This is what happens at the McDonald's with the cookie. Another woman drove her car through a Popeyes for a biscuit. Jaguar's going into the police station specifically to cause a scene so she could get arrested. I don't know if she needed 3 hots and a cot or what was going on with her. But we're going to watch a little bit more just so we can talk a little bit more about this case study that we're looking at here. Here we go.
In this picture. Let's see. Who's in the jail? I also need to file an assault charge for battery against my husband. So I guess I'm gonna need to speak to somebody after we talk about this lawsuit. I don't bluff. Don't mind me for filming. I just ain't got my body cams yet. Oh, I saw his goofy ass the other day. What's his name? John Holder. Y'all bumped into him in the street. Y'all got some of the goofiest motherfucking officers. Where the fuck do y'all hire these people at? Yeah, are you in charge?
I'm not in charge, but I.
Who's the head of your legal department? Who represents y'all legally?
That would be somebody at the city hall.
Okay, can you give me a name and number, please? I need the lawyer who's gonna be getting this paperwork because my lawyer's about to send in my lawsuit for assault and battery.
Yes.
You know Ramirez? Your officer Ramirez? Did you see him on YouTube beating me up?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, he beat me up. You know what else he did? He hog-tied me and put my face into the concrete after I had already been assaulted. No, don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Please do.
Don't you do what? Interrupt your crazy mint to talk sense to you? Then that woman is not yelling. That woman is talking to you with sense and respect, just a general respect. She already belligerent, already doing the angry Black woman thing, and don't want to be seen as the angry Black crazy woman. But you go places and you do it. And then you get mad and feel a way when other people see you as the crazy Black woman that don't nobody like to see coming, because you're gonna act a fool, you're gonna make a scene, you're gonna cause a problem, and you're gonna disturb the peace. Why not speak calmly and quietly? You're not about that life. Quit playing. Be calm. Say what you're saying if that's what you're saying. But see, all of this is just a lot of fluff and just a lot of chaos. She likes this kind of thing. She's not seeking to get out of anything or get away from anything or get a better life or a peaceful life. She actually likes this type of chaos. That's why she always finds herself involved in it. Yeah, who is that officer? I ran into him in the street. You know, why are you in the street? You need to go home. Find something to do. Find some business. For all the trouble you done call yourself got into, you need to be glad to sit in the house and not have nothing to do. Or find something productive to do. Just watch how she keep talking to this woman.
I was assaulted by your officers.
Ma'am, I'm trying to.
Well, then do me a favor. Hurry up and write the damn number down so I know where to send the paperwork. I'm suing all y'all bitches. You fucking employ cops that beat on people. I was assaulted. I want to speak to somebody. I need the legal information because I'm suing y'all. Hurry up. I ain't got all day. I spent 9 days in a hospital. Y'all put me in a hospital on an APAL so I couldn't document my bruises, so I couldn't report. I had a police officer come down to the hospital and never filed my claim. Get the number. I ain't got all day. I don't give no fuck. You in charge? If you ain't in charge, mind your fucking business. Or do you want me to include you in my lawsuit?
I can try to help you if you.
Come running. Come running. Fuck you running for? I ain't breaking no laws. Fuck you running for?
What's going on?
Where's Ramirez?
I have no idea.
He assaulted me.
That's enough. It ends in her arrest, by the way. Your own worst enemy. This is why people don't have empathy for Black women when they say that they have undergone some type of hardship, or when they say that they've been assaulted, or when they say that something has happened to them. This is why the general public don't have a lot of empathy for Black women, because even if you had been through something, this is the way that you're going to address it. Don't nobody care. You're so aggressive. And you could be making stuff up because conveniently you don't have any documentation of any of these claims that you make, and that allegedly this person is beating on you and that person is beating on you. I ain't seen a nan bruise. I ain't seen a nan scar. You claim you got pistol whipped and beat on by this man, and it is two men done whipped you up back to back. You gonna look like you just been through something, because you don't even have no makeup on to cover none of it. Stop being your own worst enemies. Black women, y'all gonna have to do better. And this is not Black men's fault. The way in which you present yourself to the world, this is you. You claim you're grown, you say you're grown, and you're strong and independent, and you don't need anybody. Well, then you shouldn't need nobody to tell you how to act. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. But before I do, go ahead and jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hello, my Crimsonites and all of my supporters. I invite you to go and get your copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery, on sale now at crimsoncure.com. This is guaranteed to change your perspective and positively impact your life. So go ahead now to crimsoncure.com and get your copy today.